Hi everyone. Guess what? I'm going to talk about tofu. Yeah, you heard me right. I'm going to make tofu your best friend. Well, maybe not your best friend, at least a friend if it was an enemy before. I'm going to show you how to get the perfect tofu that you get when you go to restaurants. And those of you that don't like tofu, I'm going to promise that maybe I might not make you a tofu lover, but at least a tofu distant admirer. Okay, not big huge promises, but I want to show you how to treat tofu properly, so it takes the mystery of how to cook it. So this is my favorite brand of tofu, and I only use extra firm tofu because I like the consistency of it, and I like the chewiness, and I like the texture of it. So extra firm tofu. All you're going to do, really complicated. Actually, it's not complicated at all. So let's go to the kitchen, drain this little guy, and then I'll come and show you how to get the extra moisture off. So that's what makes tofu really off-putting. If you don't know how to prepare it in order for you to cook it, you don't just take it out of the package and you go and you cook it. That's probably why you don't like it. So what you have to do, because it's packed in water, you need to decompress the tofu in order for you to drain off the extra water so it becomes nice and firm, and then it becomes that chewy, amazing, beautiful texture that you get when you go to a restaurant. And also the magic of tofu is that it has absolutely zero flavor. So the magic is in whatever it is that you like, whatever flavors you like to eat, that's what you're going to sort of marinate and flavor the tofu with. So let's go ahead and drain this guy, and I'll show you how to prepare it. So we're going to drain our tofu. Oops. Don't make a mess like I am. And that's all it is. You're going to drain off all the water. And you see, whenever I squeeze it, see all the extra water that's in there? That's what we want to decompress and get rid of the water. So you're going to be sitting here all day doing this. Instead of wasting your time, I'm going to show you a really simple way on how to drain this. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need 2 different plates. You're going to need some paper towel that you're going to wrap this around, and then you're going to need a kitchen towel that you're going to put on top of this, and you're going to need your second plate to put it on top, and we need some kind of a weight in order for it to have enough weight for it to press down on the tofu in order for the water to drain. So I'm going to use my trusty broth cartons. I'm going to put one on top of another, and we're going to leave it. You can also put about 3 or 4 different cans of canned vegetables, anything that you have that has extra weight. I also sometimes put a big pot of water on top in order for it to weigh it down. So this is one of the first steps to make tofu your best friend, or at least an acquaintance, okay? So we're gonna come back, and I'm going to make this yummy tofu recipe for you that's going to knock your socks off. So we'll see you in a little bit. So this has been about half an hour after we have weighted our tofu. As you can see, it's about half the size that we started off in the package, and when you press on it, there's absolutely no water that's coming out. It's nice and dense, and it's going to be the perfect texture for whatever you want to do. So you might be asking, what do you do with tofu now that you've drained it and you've weighted it? It's really up to your imagination. I think I shared with you on another video that my mom is a strict vegetarian, and I use tofu as her primary source of protein. I curry it, I use it in stir fries, I use it in stews, I use it in soups, I bake it. Instead of having tandoori chicken, we have like tandoori tofu, and we also have actually barbecue tofu. So it's really up to your imagination how you use it. And the really amazing thing about tofu, it has zero flavor. So it's really up to you on what flavorings that you want to put on this, and then you can go ahead and use it. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this block of tofu. Let's get cooking.